What if everything you've been told about your skin wasn't the full story? I'm Abhyona, licensed esthetician and skin coach, and this is Clear and Correct-ish, the podcast where we cut through the noise and clear up the confusion. If you're ready to get real answers and take back control of your skin, hit subscribe and let's get into it. You see it all over social media, right? Ditch all your skincare and let your skin detox, or throw out all chemicals and go all natural for clear skin. And listen, I get it. It sounds simple. It sounds like the right move, but here's the problem. Your skin doesn't detox the way TikTok says it does. In today's episode, we're going to dive into the acne detox myth, why quitting skincare alone or cold turkey can actually make your acne worse, what your skin really needs to clear up, and how to transition to safer, acne-friendly products without wrecking your progress. If you've ever been tempted to start fresh, but don't want to make things worse, this episode is for you. So I want you to know your skin doesn't detox like your liver does. Your liver and kidneys detox for you. Your skin is not an organ designed to purge toxins. So cutting out skincare doesn't flush out impurities. It just often leaves you stripped. It strips your skin barrier, which leads to irritation. It leads to breakouts, and it leads to what? More oil production. Y'all are tracking along with me, and I love it because I know someone somewhere just made that whole connection before I even finished my sentence. And I love that for you. It means you're learning. So going barefaced, right? Like when we talk about wanting to have glass skin and being barefaced, right? Going barefaced a few days, I think that's fine. But when you go and you decide that I'm going to quit cleansers, quit SPF, and quit hydration altogether, that's a huge no, right? So I want to break it down in a way that makes sense for you and you understand. So I want you to think of your liver and kidneys as your body's filtration system, like a water filter in your fridge. They process and remove waste and toxins through urine and sweat. And what the purpose of that is to keep your body functioning. Now, your skin is a barrier, not a filter. And I don't know that many people are aware of that or really understand that. Your skin is designed to protect you from the outside world, keeping bacteria and environmental pollutants out. So when people say your skin is purging toxins, what they really mean is that it's reacting to something, an allergy, inflammation, or an imbalance in oil production. Not to be confused with the informal term of purging in skincare. Two different terms there. And so purging in skincare is a temporary increase in breakouts that occur whenever you are using certain new active ingredients or certain active ingredients. It doesn't even have to be new. And those ingredients tend to be retinoids, salicylic acid, or benzoyl peroxide to help you clear breakouts that are coming up on the skin, clear clogged pores, open pores, so that they can be released of the oil that is built up, the dead skin that is built up, that together combine the inflammation, the irritation that you are experiencing that is your acne breakout. So if your skin is breaking out, I encourage you not to assume it's detoxing. Just assume it's asking for help, right? And that help will come from balancing your skin barrier, not abandoning it and saying, we're going to go all natural. Cool? Cool. So some other things you can do is, rather than choosing to stop, I want you to focus on removing potential irritants, right? And so some of those irritants can be heavy oils. They can be pore clogging ingredients or harsh exfoliators that you have at home. You know, a common culprit that I see with skincare clients is beaded exfoliators from a particular brand sold at Walmart known for Saint in the name. And what happens is the beading in that is not round. It's sharp edges that you or I can't see, but you would be able to see under a fine scope that the edges are sharp. So what it does is it makes these micro tears in your skin that then cause you to lose the water in your skin. Your skin is now vulnerable. And there you are on the cycle, not realizing you've exposed yourself to the cycle. So let's not do those harsh exfoliants and not rub an exfoliant extra hard thinking it's going to work harder than it was already designed to. I want you to use products as they state on the package. Okay? Okay. The other thing I want you to do is I want you to understand that you can support your body's natural detox system with hydration, with fiber, with nutrient-dense foods. If you're curious about what some of those things are, go back and visit the last episode or head over to the Clear Skin Edit, which is our blog, where we actually share a grocery shopping list with you of foods that are acne friendly and that will help you, that are antioxidant rich and anti-inflammatory friendly for you. And then I want you to stick to a basic gentle skincare routine while you transition, right? So think about cleansing, hydrating, and protecting your skin with the gentlest products that you can find that are calming, that are going to be soothing, and that are going to get you on the way to clear. Now, another myth we want to clear up is that going all natural doesn't mean acne safe, right? Going all natural doesn't mean acne safe. Many people assume that natural equals good for skin, but some of the most irritating ingredients can be plant-based. I know, busted you there. You weren't ready for that one. Some of the most irritating ingredients can actually be plant-based. Also, essential oils like coconut oil, lavender, and even some citrus extracts can trigger breakouts and sensitivity. So I had a client recently who forgot that citrus on the face and green tea were ingredients that she is unable to ingest and apply topically. And so a product I'd recommended in her regimen, of course, included both ingredients. I'm like, couldn't just be one or the other. Of course, it would have to be both. And so when her skin began to break out and she began to notice sensitivity, she immediately alerted me. We began dialoguing about it and having a conversation. And I was going back through her notes and her records. And I'm like, I don't know how I would have missed this. And it wasn't until like the fourth or fifth time I ran through the ingredient list aloud to her that it clicked. And she was like, oh my gosh, it's the green tea and the citrus. She was like, I always knew I had a thing with citrus on my skin. But she was like, this just went rapidly. It was like 4 days in, and she literally had red splotches on her skin. It was the green tea. And she finally, was triggered by the memory, I think, as I continue to go down my Rolodex. And we figured it out. So for some of you, you may find that the lavender and citrus extracts or tea-like ingredients can be triggering to your skin and cause you to be sensitive. The other thing is DIY treatments, the lemon juice, baking soda, raw apple cider vinegar situation. Please don't do that, right? Because that strips your skin's pH, which makes acne worse. And so when we talk about pH, the natural pH of your skin sits between 4.5 to 5.5. And that means your skin is slightly acidic. And so this is important because it helps to keep bacteria in check and it helps you maintain a strong skin barrier. Now, when we compare what our skin's pH is at naturally to the DIY acne treatments that you all sometimes employ, take a deep breath because you're going to be shocked. But baking soda has a pH of 9. It is too alkaline for your skin. When something is too alkaline, it disrupts your skin barrier and it makes it vulnerable to bacteria. We don't want that. On the other end of the spectrum, your apple cider vinegar and lemon juice concoctions, that's a pH of 2 to 3. It is too acidic for your skin, right? And what happens in those situations is you will notice that it can cause your skin to burn, become irritated, and you'll see redness. So your skin is neither on the far right or the far left of your apple cider vinegar and lemon juice and your baking soda, but it lives in sort of this middle territory. So there's a balance between both, a balance between preventing bacteria and a balance of keeping the skin barrier strong and intact so that it's not burning, irritated, and red, and it's not getting an enormous amount of bacteria on the other side. It's right in the middle. Did y'all know that? Like your skin, it loves when you have it in a pH balanced state. If you didn't know that, I hope that was your aha moment from this week's episode. So when your skin's pH is thrown off, you get the increased oil production, the breakouts, the redness, the irritation, and you can even get some long-term sensitivity depending on how much damage you did with throwing it off. So to prevent that, I want you to stick to science-backed medical grade products where possible. But more than anything, I want you to look for non-comedogenic natural skincare. Not all oils and extracts are bad for your skin, but many can clog your pores. I also want you to swap those irritating DIY exfoliants like your lemon juice for gentle, effective ones like lactic acid or fruit enzymes. Your skin will thank you and you will love it and you will see and feel the difference. I want you to choose science-backed, acne-safe, natural ingredients where possible. So think things like aloe vera, green tea extract, pending your skin can permit that. Think tea tree, think niacinamide. You will absolutely love that ingredient set for your skin. So another myth that we want to cut off is quitting moisturizer and sunscreen. That is a recipe for disaster. I tell my clients all the time that if we have done all of these things and you choose not to wear SPF, you are undoing everything that we have done. SPF is one of my favorite products because it is universal. It doesn't have a respect of age. It doesn't have a respect of skin color. It doesn't have a respect of what's happening on your skin and skin conditions. SPF is your friend. I couldn't rave about her enough. Not that I just made an inanimate object, male or female here, but SPF is indeed your friend, as is moisturizer. So one of the biggest mistakes people make when detoxing their skin is they think they can skip moisturizer and sunscreen. And I'm like, why? Why did you think that? Help me understand, And so drying out your skin by not applying moisturizer triggers more oil production and it makes your acne worse. And then the UV exposure from the sun worsens those acne marks that you're going to get, and it weakens your skin's ability to heal. Not a good situation to be in. SPF is the single most non-discriminatory skincare product that any one of us can own, right? It is a product that even down to infants, they can own it and use it. That can be your child's first skincare product. Their introduction to the world of skincare can be SPF. And what I love most about it is that it literally does not matter if you have dry skin, oily skin, acne-prone skin, a deep skin tone, fair skin. Like literally everyone benefits from SPF. Caveat on the acne-prone skin. Depending on what you're facing in your skin, there are some SPF brands or types of SPF we may not recommend for you, but we may recommend another option, right? Or alternative. But SPF, aka sunscreen, is still important for the acne-prone skin. I just want to give that caveat because I could hear someone now saying, well, I have acne-prone skin. Like, should I be doing SPF? Should I not? My skin has this sensitivity or this oiliness. And while those things may be true, yes, you still need SPF. We may recommend some alternative formulations from other brands that will work better for you, that your skin will appreciate more. But you absolutely need and want the benefit of SPF. So friends, please don't skip sunscreen because you're literally just undoing the progress we've made and there is no redo button. So if you ever notice that dark spots and scars seem to linger forever on your skin, that's because the UV exposure has made the post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, those dark spots, stick around longer. And so if we are treating your acne without SPF, we're basically running on a treadmill that never stops. And we don't want to do that. We want to make sure as your licensed estheticians that we are treating your acne with not only a protocol, but we are providing you with SPF too, so that you aren't having lingering PIH for short, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, but that is those dark spots lingering on your skin. So for you, the person who thinks that you can skip moisturizer and sunscreen, don't do that. I want you to always moisturize, even those with acne-prone skin. I just want you to simply consider maybe a lightweight, non-greasy formula, right? Depending on your skin and how it responds to the different formulations of SPF for my acne-prone sufferers, I am going to more than likely, 99 times than not, suggest a mineral sunscreen to you to protect your skin without clogging the pores, right? Because some of the other formulations get absorbed into the pore, whereas the mineral sunscreen will cover and it doesn't necessarily absorb into the skin. I want you to look for something that is oil-free and non-comedogenic. They do have those formulations on the market. They have them in gel-based forms. They have lighter cream-based forms. They even have sprays now. So look for something that is designed for acne-prone skin so that you remain in the safe zone and you remain in a position that your skin is both moisturized and protected when you're heading outdoors. All right, number 4, and this is not necessarily a myth, but something I want to be very clear about with you all. And I want it to be clear that your skin needs time to adjust to new products. I don't think in our society that we are accustomed to giving things time. And I want you to give time for your skin to adjust to anything new. So when you switch to new skincare and immediately break out, it's not always a bad sign. Sometimes your skin is adjusting. And so when your protocol introduces ingredients like retinol, the alpha hydroxy acids, which are glycolic acid and lactic acid, and your mandelic acids, and then it includes BHAs like a salicylic acid, those ingredients can cause a temporary purge because they're speeding up your cell turnover. And when we say speeding up your cell turnover, it's literally the exfoliation piece. It is think Pac-Man eating at your skin cells. That is what exfoliation is. It's going to help turn the skin cells over so that we're revealing fresher, healthier, brighter skin. That is the nature of those products. And so when you ditch the products too soon because you experience a temporary purge or a breakout, you can prevent your skin from ever fully adjusting and seeing results. So what you want to do is give your skin time. Give it 4 to 6 weeks to adjust to the new routine because real change takes time. Going back to an earlier episode, in the gym, you don't necessarily see results in week 1 or 2. You're probably still sore at week 3. I know. Anytime I've ever stopped and started again, your girl is sore. And I'm like, okay, we just got to keep going. And so the soreness in the gym is the purging breakouts on your skin. Give it time. Also, as your esthetician, regardless of who you invest in, you will notice that we are going to introduce new products one at a time, especially if we're introducing ingredients your skin has not used before or introducing them at a stronger percent than what your skin is used to. And we do that so we can pinpoint what's working or not. All right. And then I want you to focus on consistency. Clear skin is about long-term habits, not quick fixes. So even for me, when I got out of the breakout city and I got to a clear state, I want you to know that took me time. It took me about a year. And in that year, I also was in esthetician school. So I was able to expedite my learnings, but it still took me a year to figure out, all of the pieces of the puzzle. But once I was able to get to that root cause and figure it out, life and the skin have looked different ever since, you know? So if you've been thinking about detoxing your skincare routine, now you know the right way to do it, right? The goal isn't to quit everything. It's to remove what's hurting your skin or harming your skin and to keep what's actually going to help your skin and help heal your skin. All right, friends? So I want you to think about today's episode. Think about the aha moment that you've had. We unpacked quite a bit of things here in this episode. And if today's episode gave you a light bulb moment, here's what I want you to do next. First, subscribe to the Clear and Correct Dish podcast on whatever streaming platform you're listening so that you never miss an episode. I also want to invite you to join our YouTube community where we are going to continue sharing expert skincare advice and soon bring on some of our clients to share their experiences with us. All right. That's a wrap for today's episode. But before you go, I want you to know clear skin is 100% possible and you don't have to figure it out alone. You have a community here with you. Thank you for being here. And until next time, stay clear, stay confident, and stay correct-ish.